What's up YouTube, UltimateLocke here. This video is going to be about, is eBay a scam? But before we get into that, we're going to be doing a giveaway. The giveaway is for a PSA grade Ancient Mew promo, but since I haven't uploaded something in so long, I'm going to be doing a double giveaway. So we're going to be giving away 2 PSA grade Ancient Mews to 2 different people. So yeah, the winners are right here. Congratulations to these 2 people. Each of them got a PSA grade Ancient Mew. I've already contacted you and gotten your shipping address, so I'll be shipping these out to you today. Hopefully you'll enjoy them. Hopefully you'll actually cherish them. And yeah, so the next giveaway is going to be for a 23 karat gold plated trading card. This is a Pikachu edition. It's still in the box. It is factory sealed, but the box, I should say, is pretty damn beat up. So yeah, but I don't think that'll really matter because the majority of the people are going to take it out of the box anyways. And I'll also include a 23 karat gold plated Togepi. So yeah, all you have to do to enter this is leave a comment, like the video, and subscribe. And let's get the video started. So first off, is eBay a scam? No, eBay is a very good marketplace. You can buy stuff for about 45 to 50% off. You generally find a lot of quality goods, and as long as you understand the basics of eBay, you won't get scammed. Like, when I get people on my other videos going off and saying that, oh my gosh, you buy stuff off of eBay, you should only buy off of Amazon because eBay is scammy, and you're going to get scammed if you buy off of eBay. That's just mind-blowingly ignorant. Like, you have to be really, really stupid to honestly believe that. And I'm sorry if you guys actually do believe that, but I buy a shit ton of stuff off of eBay, and I rarely get scammed. The reason why I haven't been uploading any videos is because magically I didn't get scammed during this time. My last video that someone actually legitimately tried to scam me was back in 2014, and then this video was in 2015 in December. So that's the 2 times I got scammed, and I buy a ton of auctions. So there's people like this that are posting in my comments, if you buy from eBay, you deserve to be scammed. Well, I guess if you walk outside, you deserve to be hit by a car. If you walk outside, you deserve to get hit by an asteroid. If you walk outside, you deserve to get shot, according to this guy's logic. So it's pretty freaking stupid. So do you need to understand the basics of eBay to make sure you don't get scammed? Yes. Are you going to get scammed by using eBay as a buyer? No, it's almost physically impossible to. I'm going to be going over the ways that people actually do successfully scam people as a buyer, and as long as you understand these, you will not be able to get scammed by them because there's very, very simple solutions. And as a seller, I can tell you how to basically decrease your chances of getting scammed. Again, eBay is more buyer favored. So if you're a buyer, it's pretty much impossible. If you're a seller, you can very drastically cut down the ways you're going to get scammed and make it where it's very, very worthwhile to sell on eBay. So let's look at this video. So, or actually, let me just go over auctions. I buy about 500 auctions a year. And out of those 500, about 10 people try to scam me. The most common scam is the do not send scam. You pretty much buy something and the seller never sends you anything, and they hope that you forget and it'll go past the 45 days buyer protection program. If that happens, then you're SOL because eBay will not cover you and you won't get your refund then, and they'll have the money released. So it can be very, very bad if you do forget. That's why all you have to do is make sure that you keep an eye on the tracking information. If they don't post any tracking information, if that estimated delivery date goes over that, you need to contact the seller saying, hey, where's my item? If they do not contact you back after 2 days, you open up a item not received case and you basically press on with that and you'll get your money back and you'll get the original shipping back. It's very, very, very simple. It's not that hard. Now, out of the 10, we covered 7. Now let's go over the 3. The 3 are basically when someone sends you a defective, a counterfeit, or a broken item. So when you receive an item that is not described, you contact the seller. You try to have the seller fix it. If they refuse to fix it or they do not fix it fast enough, or you do not feel like they're going to fix it, you contact eBay. You say, hey, I've already contacted the seller, he wasn't able to fix it, I'd like to return the item for a full refund. You contact eBay, they'll return the item for a full refund, and there you go. You get all your money back. They pay for shipping, or eBay pays for shipping, not you, and you get your money back and the original shipping price. So you're out of nothing whatsoever, other than a small amount of time, which is about 45 minutes to an hour, if that. So let's go over to the master level scammers, the people who are having 99 thief capes in RuneScape. Those people that are the 99 level. I don't know what Worldcraft has for thieving, but whatever World of Warcraft has for thieving, those masters of masters. this is essentially what this guy tried to do. This is the reason why I have 1.4 million views on this video. So this guy went off and he tried to do a chargeback scam. To summarize the video, I pretty much bought this lot for $340. The games alone covered the lot, so I knew I wasn't going to get scammed unless all the games were broken too, and I was like, the chance of that was like very slim. If the GameCube was just the only thing broken, I wouldn't have even contacted the seller, but the GameCube, the Wii U, the gamepad, the Smash Bros wasn't factory sealed, because in the description it said factory sealed brand new. And the post that I put in the video, it just said factory sealed, and the condition was good, even knowing if it says factory sealed, that means factory sealed. Actually, I think it said brand new in the post. Either way, it said factory sealed in the description, and the Game Boy had a sound issue on the motherboard that I replaced with the Kiwi Game Boy. So, essentially, there's a lot of stuff screwed up with a lot. The Pikmin 2 disc also had a nick, not a scratch, a nick. Means that there's something removed from the disc. So, this auction had quite a bit screwed up on it. So I contacted the seller via eBay messages. The person contacted me back via my phone. They texted me. Now, if you're selling something on eBay and you buy something from someone, they have your shipping address and they also have your cell phone your cell phone number that is connected to your eBay account. So they can basically text you or contact you. So when he messaged me when I messaged him and he texted me back, that raised a huge red flag, because you don't do any communication outside of eBay, period. All your communication should be on eBay, unless you're maybe calling to buy something and someone just wants to talk over the phone, then sending a message, then possibly doing that when you're going to buy something, because then in the listing, you're still going to have all the information there. Once you have a problem with the listing, you don't talk outside of eBay. When there is a situation with a listing, you then go and have everything done on eBay, unless you know what you're doing and not afraid of getting scammed, which I wasn't, because I knew what I could do. So essentially, I talked to him and he gave me all these excuses about how everything was working fine, and I knew that he was bullshitting because, one, you can't software brick a Wii U system via shipping. It's just not going to work. That's just not happening. It was message 6. No, there we go. So, if you read message 6, it says, I had no idea what to tell you. I played them myself a week ago, or a week straight, and everything was fine. Well, I can tell you that's a lie. I knew that was a lie, and it was just a very obvious lie when, first off, the GameCube's was it the sensor, not the sensor, but the laser in the GameCube is screwed up. So obviously he wasn't playing that a week ago. The Game Boy Kiwi, the sound was off. That obviously wasn't done a week ago. Actually, I think he might have mentioned that in the text messages. I don't know. The Smash Bros, he did admit that he messed up on that, which I didn't really care that much. I just threw it in there because I was like, what the hell? And the gamepad, there was a picture of him holding the gamepad. There was a mark on it, and exactly where that mark was, that's exactly where the crack started forming. So he was just bullshitting from there on out. So when you have so many things telling you that, hey, this is wrong, it means the dude's trying to scam you. So he was really sincere about wanting to fix everything, and this is what you need to watch out for, because they'll make you feel like they're trying to help you, but they're really just trying to screw you over. So essentially what this guy was doing was he was trying to do a chargeback scam. If you're not aware of a chargeback scam is basically when you pay someone money, and then on a later date, they'll charge it back saying it was an unauthorized payment. And they'll get all their money back, and you'll lose all your items that you paid for. Now, this can be done as a buyer. It's very, very common for buyers to do this, but this also can be very effective for scamming sellers, because people will go off and they'll say, oh, I'll give you a refund. They'll send a refund as a payment and then charge back it on a later date after your buyer protection has already ran out. So, in this situation, when someone does this and you don't feel comfortable basically talking to them and trying to do anything, you just say, hey, I'm just going to open up an eBay case, etc. Like, when people ask me, why didn't you just do that from the start? It's because I knew what I could get away with. I knew what I could do. And if there was any point in time where, let's just say that he refused to send me a refund as or a partial refund as a actual refund instead of a payment, I would have just opened up an eBay case and returned everything back to him. And that's what you have to do. You need to understand that there are risks involved when going off and trying to reason with a seller that's trying to scam you, but as long as you stay on your toes and know what they can do and know what you can do as well without getting scammed, then you'll come out ahead in the long run, or you'll just open up an eBay case and return everything to them. So essentially what I did was I ended up getting a partial refund for $230. And then I went and contacted my post office, explained the situation, gave them the Wii U papers from Nintendo, because I already made the Nintendo Wii U console, because it was bricked and it was under warranty, which I don't know. If you actually, the reason why he wasn't able to do it, which was really, really funny, is because Nintendo has a policy stating that if the Wii U gamepad is screwed up, then they will not RMA it. But if you just send them the console alone, they'll RMA it. So I sent them the console alone, and they fixed it for me, and they sent it back for me, and I was like, awesome. So they confirmed it was software bricked. I gave that to my post office, and whenever the guy goes to send the insurance, which I'm most definitely sure that he is, he mentioned it in the messages that he put an insurance policy on the lot since it was very fragile, that he was going to cash in that, which he's not going to like what happens next, because USPS takes mail fraud very seriously, especially when the buyer on the end gives all the information necessary to prosecute. So, yeah. Essentially, what I'm trying to say here, in the very simplest words, is that if you're a buyer, you cannot get scammed. If you have any problems with a listing and you do not feel comfortable doing it with the seller, you message the seller, you try to let them fix it. If they do not give you a refund or something that you can both settle on, then you contact eBay and open up a case, and donezo. That's how easy it is to solve a problem on eBay as a buyer. It is extremely, extremely easy. This is why when people post comments like this saying, if you buy from eBay, you deserve to get scammed, it's just mind-blowingly stupid that people actually think that. eBay is so buyer-favored that it doesn't make any sense why you would say that. It's just stupid. So let's go into the seller situation, because I sell stuff on eBay all the time. So as a seller, you need to understand some few basic rules. Basic rules of selling on eBay is that you need to sell stuff that you're able to lose. For your first 100 feedback, you should not list an item over $100. For your first 100 feedback, that means that it might take you 200 transactions on eBay to get 100 feedback, because not every time you sell something is the buyer going to actually go off and leave you feedback. So for your first 100 feedback, you should sell stuff mainly under $50 and less. That's what I would personally recommend. Majority of people are not going to scam you for anything lower than like $35. You're not going to have people that are trying to scam you. And a majority of the eBay marketplace is very honest. Like, I've had people where they went off and I sent them a full refund and did not ask for it back, and they sent it back to me. I had a, Super Mario Galaxy 1, I think, right? And the dude said that the disc was messed up. I didn't have a Wii at the time, so I never tested it, and the disc was in good condition, so I was like, okay, whatever, it's $10, I'm not getting negative feedback. Refunded the guy, and I was like, here's your refund, thank you, I'm sorry, and hopefully this will make understanding. And like 2 weeks later, I ended up getting the disc back, and it was the same disc, because I could tell by just the way it was looking, and I was just like, wow, that's a very honest buyer. Obviously, it's not going to be like that every single time, but there are a lot of honest people on eBay that are not going to scam you. So just because you get scammed 1 or 2 times on eBay doesn't mean that everyone's out to screw you over. It's really, really, really nice marketplace with a lot of nice people. So, for when people actually do try to scam you on eBay, what do you need to do? Well, you need to basically do your best to solve the situation, understand whether is it worth fighting or is it worth just keeping my account in good check. So if it's like a $10 item and you have 100 feedback, you should just refund them the $10. You should be aiming to get that top seller, top rated seller discount. That top rated seller discount is going to save you $20 to $30 every single month, right? That top seller discount is basically what I call the anti-scammer discount. So if someone scams me out of like $35 worth of goods, that top rated seller discount is going to cut me off about $50. So I'm going to get a discount of $50, and I'm still going to lose the $35, but it's not going to be that bad. I'll be coming out ahead $15. See, That's the way I look at it. That's the way I look at the top-rated seller discount. It's basically just get there to ensure that you don't get screwed over completely when it comes to the fees on eBay. So it's one way of looking at it. The other way is if you're actually fighting something like, let's just say you sold an Xbox 360 or an Xbox One for like $200, $300. Obviously, that's not something you can pass up. That's something you actually have to fight. So that's when you go off, you give them all the information possible, and you accept the return. Because obviously they're going to open up an eBay case against you, and eBay is going to force you to accept a return. Hopefully you'll receive everything in the exact condition as you sent it. If you do not, you might need to go to your police station, have them open up the package in front of it. There's many YouTubers that have shown doing that. Or you can basically do it on video, which I wouldn't recommend too much, but you could do it for proof. I would strongly recommend just going to a police station. They'll do it. They'll watch over it, and it won't be that much of a hassle. But anyways, you basically do that. You get documentation. You file a police report, and you go off and you get all that necessary information to PayPal, and you appeal the case. Now the buyer is going to get the refund, right? There's nothing you can do to stop that. They're going to get their money back. But what you can do is you can appeal to eBay, and this is what eBay will do. They'll basically send you the money that you deserve, and they'll pay for the buyer's mistake, because that's what the seller protection plan is. So you appeal the case, you win the case, and you'll get your money back. Now, I would only recommend doing that if it's worthwhile. If it's a $20 game, honestly, I would not recommend doing that. It's up to you if you really want to waste your time doing that, but this is generally something you do for items that are over $100, over like maybe 70 would be probably the cutoff line for it, because that's something it gets to a substantial amount of money. So that's when I would recommend doing that. Anything else with eBay is essentially fine. This entire video is about, is eBay a scam? And the answer is no. You can use eBay very effectively without getting scammed. The only time you can get scammed is when you basically do not know what to do, or you just don't do it correctly. If you